Mandatory celebrations and promotion of DEI and alphabet people were once the norm in woke corporate America, but then they were found to be discriminatory and illegal, which of course they are. And so that cultural tide has receded quickly, except for in Major League Baseball, the gayest professional sport in all of America, which has still stubbornly not only endorsed, but also shoved down the throats of all of its players, of which there is not one single out bisexual or public gay player in all of Major League Baseball. They still do mandatory Pride nights by force. And they force the logos of the teams and their farm teams to go gay, to go rainbow. It's not just the rainbow flag, it's the Pride Progress flag you can see here with the trans colors and then the black nationalist colors. It is something that is totally evil that has happened to Christian players in professional sports who decided to take their Pride Night caps and write the book of Genesis verse on it from the Bible, where you have the Noah covenant, where God sends the rainbow in order to say that he loves us and he's not going to destroy the earth again. And these players were warned by the Major League Baseball Association that they better not do that again. You're not allowed to have religious beliefs. 3 Giants players who wore Bible verses on their Pride Night caps Friday game have been warned by the MLB to not do that. JD Vance saying, Trump won, so we actually don't have to do this anymore. What's happening here? This was seen by 12 million people, 16,000 reposts, and it went worldwide. Major League Baseball warns various Major League players that if they write Bible verses on their hat, they could be punished. All they were doing was talking about God's covenant and expressing their religious belief, which is, of course, legal in America. I will pay the fines for any MLB Christian player who wears the Bible verse, says Rob Schneider. The MLB is now facing a DOJ investigation over religious discrimination by Christians.
Have become a big controversy. The Department of Justice now investigating Major League Baseball for potential religious discrimination.
Ooh, man. They kicked the wrong hornet's nest with this one. The Attorney General of Florida. Do you practice religious discrimination in Florida? There are a lot of Major League Baseball teams in Florida. There's one down the street from me. You'll be hearing from my office soon. Josh Hawley in the Senate. What does the MLB think they're doing penalizing players for their Christian faith? You owe us answers, and you owe us right now. So we sent them an angry letter. So did Greg Abbott, saying that the Texas Rangers are actually the only Major League team that doesn't have a Pride Night. And the Attorney General here of the state of Missouri also sending some scorching letters. Everybody's saying this is the Wear the Ribbon from Seinfeld episode. Correct. MLB does not have an active openly gay or bisexual player, meaning that all of these gay propaganda has nothing to do with supporting their players at all. It has everything to do with breaking up the nuclear family and opposing Christian values. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, things started to fall to pieces for Major League Baseball, and we have some very, very good news. A minor league baseball team canceled their Pride Night after all of the players refused to wear the rainbow jerseys, and more players were planning on joining in. And so now the MLB has got down on their knees and apologized. Kiss it. Apologize. The MLB is now apologizing. Anti-Christian feud with the league over writing Bible verses. The MLB has written Josh Hawley and said that they were wrong to threaten the Giants players over the Bible verses and promises to never fine or discipline any players for any religious belief ever. Major League Baseball has completely backtracked, Senator Josh Hawley, threatening to fine and discipline players that write Bible verses on their cap. Now they say that will never happen and will never happen again. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said, Hawley, my office issued a routine oral warning about uniform policy violation. Unfortunately, it was issued before we became aware of the Giants' lapse in communication. The players were never fined or disciplined, and they never will be. Okay. Well, there you go. Total victory. Players will neither be fined or disciplined. They never will be. In the letter to Hawley, routine oral warning, the dispute has become the latest flashpoint in the decade over religious expression at Pride Nights. There shouldn't be any Pride Nights. Pride Night, by definition, is divisive and political and offensive to believers who know that pride is a deadly sin, right? That is, our faith tradition teaches that. Pride is why Satan was cast out of heaven. Maybe the first sin right there. Wow, good for MLB. It's a new era in sports. Thank you, Josh, for calling out this pattern of targeting Christians for their belief. The MLB commissioner is lying to you when he claims the MLB prohibits any alterations to uniform to include religious messaging. MLB ignored its own rules and allowed players to add BLM messages. Wow, would you look at this? They literally wrote BLM, pitcher's mound. Full testimony from the commissioner under oath about MLB's history of violating laws. Yeah, you should still drag him in. You still do it. Does the MLB understand that celebrating Pride Night at ballparks is messaging political and social issues that offends segments of the fan base? You shouldn't do it. If you wouldn't have a MAGA night, then you shouldn't have a Pride Night. Goodness. What he's actually doing, what he really admitted, is that league rules are not content neutral. The MLB does not permit Cubs players to utilize special uniforms or equipment, clubs players, not Cubs, faith religious related games, or allow any other circumstances Bible verses to be written on uniforms. Meanwhile, an exception for the rules is made for specialty uniforms made the Dodgers and Giants wearing uniforms with ultra pride themed games to show appreciation and support for the alphabet community. This content clearly favors the secular political cause of the alphabet people while barring faith-based alterations of the uniform. He's lying to you. It's time to subpoena him. MLB completely humiliated. They tried to play both sides. Look at that. MLB just caved after punishing players for Bible verses. This is huge. I think I can see it as a win. I think there should still be extra pain. And you should call him in. You should subpoena him and ask him. Our investigation into Major League Baseball will continue, says the Attorney General of Florida, James Uthmeyer. MLB thinks it can sweep this under the rug, non-apology. Any sign of Christian viewpoint discrimination will be rooted out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe that you should have more Christian content on your television screen, sign up for the Angel Studio Guild. You can sign up today, get into theaters and watch America's greatest movie out, which would be Young Washington, for America's 250th birthday celebration. You can do that with free tickets if you sign up for the Angel Studio Guild today. Up to 44% off and 2 free tickets. This is a massive value. Sign up right now. We love Angel Studios. It is what we watch in the Johnson family. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.